It's also some slightly depressing, that the owner is never going to be able to see this. I mean, unless he cryo froze himself in space, he seems like maybe that kind of a guy. I don't know what this gesture meant. I just meant he's like a bit out there. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and we are back with another episode of Apocalypse Hotel. We're in episode 5 today, which means we got 3 episodes left. But notes for episode 4, which there won't be that many of, because obviously it felt like more of a, I don't want to say throwaway episode, maybe a bit of a filler episode. It literally covers maybe like 2 to 3 minutes of any concerns that I would have. And then the rest of it, I just kind of felt like was out of place. Like it was a jokey thing. I don't know. I don't know. We of course do have the board, but I'm flashing it on the screen for a moment because nothing changed. Because again, it was almost a nothing episode. I don't know what to say about it, other than the fact I do have notes. So I guess it wasn't completely nothing. It gave me something to think about and to write down. So start of the episode shows that my fear of animal hunting was for nothing. However, I would still argue that raising chickens to be killed every day to make a meal that no one is going to eat and to just be thrown away isn't much better. I guess to the chicken that spends its life in confinement to be killed, where its remains end up are less of a concern than anything else. But even Ponko points out that naming your food before it's food might even be a futile gesture. Chickens bred for food only live anywhere from 7 months to a year and a half. Ponko looks like a child, but is 54 years old, suggesting extended lifespans for Tanukians, making such a short lifespan seem entirely other, I guess. Mammy sure is on the ball in hitting a hotel where it hurts, especially considering that they shit their planet to death. And I mean literally shit their planet to death. They say they like the ingredients to come up with a. Sorry, I wrote the word like for some reason. They lack the ingredients to come up with nude food offerings. Sorry, my brain just. Nude food offerings. They say they lack the ingredients to come up with new food offerings, but the selection in front of them, you'd think that they could. I think the issue at play here is that the robots are not capable of fully independent thought. Expressed earlier in the episode when Niachio never thought about naming animals, that it seems likely that they have a list of recipes and can only make what is on the list. Also, I guess the obvious thing, they couldn't taste whatever they made to know if it was good or not. So they have to stick to the path of stuff that they've already been programmed to know was good. I assume Ponko helped with the meal at the end, if that was the case. I'm guessing that leaving in pairs thing is a new addition to the hotel rules from the last 50 years, considering that Drillerbot didn't have anyone with it when it shut down. 2 things about the scenery that they were traveling through. Robots shut down in the background seems to imply that robots had mass use, despite the hotel being acclaimed as an early adopter of the technology. Additionally, I believe I mentioned this in the last reaction, no dead bodies. I understand it can take a decade or two for a body to decompose, but the skeleton would still be there, and none of those were around. Or even small piles of non-decomposing stuff that a human would have on them, or in them, even. So, seems like a fairly successful evacuation. I guess the vial wasn't waiting to be put in water to be activated. No clue what it's for. No clue if it even does anything. I don't really have much to say about the back half of the episode. It was action fun, but didn't really add to my understanding of the world or insight to the characters. More of just a fun romp episode. And my last thought here, again, don't like the extra missions. No way anyone could have known that they'd hunt an earthworm thing. I mean, unless the implication is supposed to be that Yachio is actually an alien robot or something. Doesn't seem like the case. There's shut down versions of whatever model Yachio is in the basement with all the other shut down robots. So, I don't know. Anyway, those are my thoughts going into the episode. I guess there's nothing left to do but to hop on in and see what we get.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Are we talking about the worm still? Okay. I feel like typically at the start of the episodes we get a little bit more setup. Oh. I don't think I realized that in the previous breakdown of the opening. Well, I didn't do very much breakdown of the openings before. Only really reading into the fact where the light seems to fade away from her and she reaches out to it and thinking like, oh, that's a visual representation of like the fall of mankind. What I'm noticing here that like sparked a thought in me is that the robots in the opening, never mind. Just before, when I was going off on a tangent there, the robots were sitting in the dark with their lights off, as though they had all been shut down too. Making me think that this shot might represent the actual death of the hotel, and that the dancing itself was not interpretational of, I don't know, the dance towards death or whatever. But then all the other robots came back out again. It's like, oh wait, yeah, they all just come back out. You know, maybe unless it's a Titanic thing, that everybody here does die. And this Titanic Earth situation. Maybe I'm just thinking too hard about this show sometimes. Shooting stars or dead human spaceships? Those two are going to be the next two deaths. Okay, not dead human spaceships, actual alien ships. Well, why didn't we do that with the first guy? Oh, probably because she knows alien languages. But they're not going to have human currency. Like, did they teach Yachio alien languages? Oh, that's nice. I guess he was a somebody.
より喉乾いたかも。
この星にアルコールはある？
はい、ご用意しております。
Do you think it's like racism towards Tanukians? They did shit their planet to death. I think legit you could have been making your own alcohol this whole time.
いやー、私甘いの大好き。ねえ、ラビューも触手いつも冷たい。
そうか？
でも触手が冷たいのは心があったかい証拠ってね。先ほどは
You don't seem to have a heart.
宇宙語が役立ちました。
Okay, I was right.
どうされましたか？どうしたの？貯蔵庫にあったお酒の在庫がなくな
It
った
sounds
そう
like,
です。
you know, drilling a hot springs for the last 50 years.
ポンコさんのご家族が滞在するようになってから毎晩凄まじい勢い
Leave
で
Flycatcher alone.
ごめんね。うちの家族アルコール溺れだぬき濡れだぬきだから、どっか探してこようか。すでに半径8キロ圏内は探索
Because I'm saying, instead of drilling a hot springs for like 150 years, maybe you should have like, been building a brewery.
お酒なんていらなくない？
お前たちもっと盛り上げるよ。
かしこまりました。本日は他のお客様もいないので特別にこれより銀河ローオリジナル飲み会コールご披露させていただきます。お客様、お客様、忘れ物はございませんか？ございません。忘れ物の保管期間は3ヶ月。でもお客様のことは一生忘れ
Is this a drinking chat? Okay, this part is. So it started off like the keep your cell phones turned off during the movie.
そうね。ポンコもお酒がなかったら生まれてこなかったしね。
お姉ちゃんお酒から生まれたの？
そうよ、一夜の過ち。マミの過ち。大切な。
You were a mistake? What a great message.
大変申し訳ございません。お酒はそちらで最後になります。
え、ラスト？
あの弁はインテリアです。
本当にないの？
フィニッシュです。
Well, I mean, maybe blame the people who said they would be gone in like a couple of weeks.
お酒あるとこ知ってるから取ってくる。お待たせってあれ？ポンコさん、お帰りなさい。皆さん、騒ぎ疲れてしまったようです。
The Tanukians are cute when they're in Tanukian form.
お掃除の時見つけたの思い出して。やちおちゃん？
Oh, been in the owner's
オ
room?
ーナーのお酒です。出すのはやめましょう。
And of course, I'm assuming someone's gonna drink it before the end of the episode, ruining everything.
またのお帰りをお待ちしております。ありがとう。また来るね。喜んでくださってよかったです
It's very odd that the
また
first
そうおっ
alien
しゃってくださいました。
published this place in a magazine,
でももうお酒ない
and still in like 100 years,
もっと遠く
only
まで探しに行こうか。
2 other aliens
それ
showed
でい
up,
つか限界が来てし
other
まい
than
ま
the
す。
Tanukians.
そっか。作りましょう。そうだね。作ろう。お酒作れるの？いくつかやるべきことがありますが、作れます。
大きな声出さないで。
はい、注目。
お酒を作ります。
I mean, it's gonna take a long time.
ワインですか？
日本酒でしょ。
Oh, I guess this is why the Tanukians were made to be so long-lived. So the expansive amount of time the show is gonna take place in, you could still have these characters.
大麦やトウモロコシなどの穀物を麦芽で糖化し発酵させ蒸留したお酒です。
それはどんな味なのかい？
お出ししていたと思いますが。
それでウイスキーはいつ頃飲める予定なの？早く溺れたいんだけど。
はい。100年ほどお待ちになれば溺れていただけます。
100年？
もっと簡単に作れるお酒でいいんじゃない？
いえ。ウイスキーでなければ意味がありません。
Still loyalty to the owner.
いいかい？君たちには夢を持って働いてほしい。それがどんなに小さな夢でも、途方もなく大きな夢でも。
I appreciate that the one random guess me and the artist had about the only human in the show turned out to be the guy who shows up all the time in flashback.
ホテルにでっかい温泉を作ることだろう。それからレストランの新メニューの開発に銀河ロー印の衛星を飛ばして宣伝もしたい。あとは
Well, we've done one of those.
これを作りたい。
Oh, maybe two.
ウイスキーですか？なあ、ウイスキーを作るには時間と労力が必要だ。しかし努力したとしても
I'm going to assume that the first alien arrived because the owner, when he was leaving, launched the thing that put up an advertisement into space for the hotel.
完璧な接客やサービスができても、お客様が必ず喜んでくれるとは限らない。試行錯誤してここまでやってこれたのは、答えのない代わりに夢があったからだ。銀河楼はいいホテルだ。もっともっと良くなる。最高のホテルには
Shame all those other humanoid robots are shut down.
オーナーが去った後、私たちは一つの行動指針としてその夢を引き継ぐことにしました。通常業務の合間にまずは温泉計画から進めていましたが、現在従業員ロボットたちの半数以上が無期限休職中です。なのでウイスキー作りに関しては
I don't know how good it would be to try and buy stuff from your guests, but you could ask the aliens if they have parts that could fix the robots.
僕も手伝う。そうね。忘れた夜にお酒は必要だもの。
そうそう。よし、やってみますか。
皆さん、ありがとうございます。
で、どんな味を目指すの？
旅に出るのも地図がいりますな。
Oh, is this gonna be the ending thing? ECR robot? The ending thing where it looks like they're on a world journey?
八代ちゃん、それ大事なお酒でしょ？いいの？
オーナーはいつもホテルのことを第一に
I mean, also, yeah, how would you know the taste unless you didn't share it with them first?
香りは巣穴から顔を出した時の朝露。ボディはミディアムで少しの毛づくり。
美味しいじゃない。
八代ちゃんも絶対飲んだ方がいいよ。
いえ、残念ですが、私は廃屋しか処理できない仕様なので。
大丈夫。ほら目つぶって。
Better be. If the rest of the show is Yachio dead, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
壊れてしまいます。壊れてしまいます。
インスターエッグプログラム発動。エクストラミッション。アルコールをエネルギーに変換を達成。新機能わがままボディ追加。
I hate these. I hate these. I don't need that from Yachio.
違うよ。
The internet was already gonna do it for you, show. You didn't have to do it for it. I feel like at the end of the day, the hotel is going to be the only building left in the area. He's going to sacrifice everything around it.
ようやく形になりましたな。
やればできるもんだね。
お向かいさんでっかくなっ
I mean, conceivably, if she runs on high-octane gas, they already have a facility to process that too. Also, maybe ask these people to help you build an electronics factory to build the parts to fix all the other machines. Like, I know it'd be way more complex than this, but imagine if you got all the old robots working again. I mean, she only processes it as fuel. It's not the same as taste.
いや、美味しいですよ、十分。
そうよ。人生には妥協も必要よ。
妥協ですか。
へいへい、こんなところにいい女がいると思ったら八千代じゃねえか。
あ、ダセちゃんだ。どこ行ってたの？
なんくるないさ
ー。沖縄に行ってらしたのですか？
海を渡るのは一苦労だったぜ。
I mean, how do you even do it?
ウイスキーできたみたいだな。
ピートを使ってねえじゃねえか。俺には物足りないぜ。
ピートって何？
ピートというのは植物が分解されずにできた土。
Can we please stop with this version of Yachio?
土ならポンコが取ってくるよ。
いえ。ピートは泥炭地にしかないもので、昔は近場にもあったみたいですが、今は北海道にしかないようです。
北海道？それはさすがに。
That's what I was talking about, though. The end credits traveling stuff. That's the sailor's way? Wow, he didn't complete the quote.
Yachio-chan. 次はアイラ島にでも行きますかな。
乗りかかった船だもの。最後まで付き合うわ。
僕のうんちピートで使えるかな。見た目のポミ。やっちゃうちゃん、次はどうしようか。
I mean, if we could use her poop for anything, that'd be great.
そうですね。
Only because they do so fucking much of it.
を改良してみましょう。
ポンチャカ
I mean, at the very least, I enjoy the hotel has a goal. That's something new. I guess also slightly depressing, that the owner is never going to be able to see this. I mean, unless he cryo-froze himself in space. He seems like maybe that kind of a guy. I don't know what this gesture meant. I just meant he's like a bit out there.
透明だったのがさ、樽の中でじっくり熟成されるとあんなにしぶちい色になるんだもん。
そうですね。数年、あるいは数十年、どんな味になるのかもわかりません。
なんかワクワクするね。
はい、夢を持って待ちましょう。
Again, Honko is like 54 years old. Although they never specify Earth years. The Tanukian planet could just rotate around the sun a lot faster.
それでは皆さん、お確かめください。
まさにわびさびですな。
おいしい。今日はママをお休みしちゃおうかな。この色段三郎さんのかぶってた。
So I don't remember that kid's name off the top of my head, but reaction's funny.
いっぱいあったけどさ、諦めないでよかった。すっごく綺麗。
時間にも色があるんですね。
オーナーのウイスキーなくなっちゃったね。
夢はこのウイスキーに受け継がれています。
そうだね。
Got dumped?
私たち別れた。
Yeah, got dumped.
人様に言えるような恋愛じゃなくてさ。彼のことずっと信じて待ってたんだけど、待つの疲れちゃったんだ。大事な時間使っちゃった。
Seems like aliens just have an extended lifespan versus us humans.
常に変化し、積み重なっていくものです。
いや、美味しいよね。
ありがとうございます。それは当ホテルのオリジナルウイスキーで熟成15年目のものです。
へえ。
ウイスキーは熟成させることで失うものもあれば得るものもあります。
私はなんだか失ってばかりな気がするけど、お酒の味は分かるようになったのね。
Are we gonna gain a new alien member of the hotel?
そのウイスキーもまだ途中なんです。これからもっともっと変わっていくでしょう。
Or are we just gonna leave another alien to go talk about how great the hotel is?
このウイスキーのことは待ってみようかな。
はい、ぜひまたいらしてください。
あなたも誰かを待ってるのね。
Everyone. Literally waiting for everyone.
あなたに出会った。
Do you think that's gonna be the ending of the show? That the humans do come back, like we've been setting them up as dead, but in fact, we're just fine? Again, the element also that what the hell happened to the underwater humans? Like, I feel like they set that up and then forgot. Like, I don't know they forgot about it, but they certainly haven't implied anything. Like, I would have to think that if, like, they imploded or something, Yashio would mention all the dead bodies that floated up from the ocean at some point. Or, you know, ECR didn't even bring them up. Sorry, sometimes there was that one time we had an after credits thing, and I just wait for it now every time. The fact that there could still be humans on Earth underwater, but it's been 150 years, so they haven't come back, would just seem to imply that they're not down there anymore. Or not responding to ECR robot, but the ECR robot seems to indicate he's broadcasting to space. Space! And isn't getting anything back either. Maybe humans are alive but just don't care about Earth anymore? I don't know. It seems like the overwhelming amount of evidence is that the humans are dead. The humans are dead. But it's not like that great evidence either. It's one ship, right? One ship is our indicator that humans are dead. And for all I know, that's not even the focus of the show anymore. The focus of the show seems to be on the development of the characters of the hotel, Yachio, and I guess the hotel itself. Technically, I guess also the Tanukians, but I don't know. I don't know. This is, I will say, definitely not the show that I thought I was going to get. Because I remember during the seasonal anime review, watching the trailer for this and getting real emotional about what I thought it could be. And the amount of... I don't know. I don't appreciate a lot of the jokes. Like, I'm not using this format now to wisecrack, or not wisecrack, to crack on the show, but the Easter eggs, the hidden missions, make sexualizing Yachio for those jokes. I wanted an emotional journey of retrospection about human race, what it means to age, what it means to be alive, the slow, not destruction, but, the fade away of the hotel as the robots faded away themselves. That's not what this show is. And the show, it's not bad. Don't take this as I don't like the show. It's enjoyable. It's just not what I expected. And then sometimes it goes there. Sometimes it goes to where I thought the show would be. And it's like, oh, that's amazing. It's cool. Like the end of the episode where you have the dead human body just floating by as they're reading a human magazine, learning English and whatnot. It's like, oh, you went to the dark place. That's pretty cool. And then we get an episode about fighting the Tremors, or sorry, I can't remember their names right now. The things from Tremors. It's like, oh, okay. I don't know. I'm still entertained, and the fact is that there's only a couple of episodes left, and it seems like their reduced episode count would imply that they have an ending in mind. And I have to believe that as much as the kind of middle episodes don't so much show off the show that I thought it would be, I think they still have that show in my head, in mind, and maybe they had like a 3 to 4 episode story arc, and that there is filler here, and those middle episodes are jokey filler for some reason. So I'm hoping next episode, maybe the episode after, we're going to return to that very serious storyline and see where it goes. That said, though, those are my thoughts for this episode. So once again, I have been Theta. This has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?